Hi there, today this is Amy. Today I'm going to create a little ornament because I do a lot of weddings. I'm going to go ahead and create a little, ornament that you can use as a for a bride. Just a cute little additional gift to give the bride-to-be. I'm going to start off with a silver aluminum wire, and this is my 12 gauge wire, one of my little extra pieces that I've had. Actually, it's not little, it's probably about 48 inches long. And I'm going to start out just kind of eyeballing it into about the middle of the wire. I am going to start off making a lowercase b. So I'm going to start with bending my wire up. It was straightened, and then I'm going to bend the wire up to start the B. Alright, and then I'm going to use this tool that I have to make the circle for the B. But first, before I do that, I'm going to put my pliers on here. Again, I'm using my needle nose pliers. And I do have my markings, because my husband made some markings here for me. And I just kind of eyeball it, put my thumb up just a little bit above the marking, and then pull the wire around as such. What I'm going to do next is place my circle tool in here where I'm going to move the wire around it as such, and then just keep moving it. Sorry, it's working in my cube here where I take my photos. I eventually got to get some other lighting and come out of the cube. But yeah, I had put the tool in there, brought the wire up and around, and then straight back out again. And again, you know, this wire is easy to manipulate with your fingers if you want to straighten something out or bring a wire up more or down, however you want to do it. Next thing, I'm just going to put my tool in next to my B, and I'm going to create the R. Bring the wire up again as such, put the tool in here, and just loop it around. Sorry. Said eventually I'll get a better way to do this, but anyhow, I looped it around. I'm going to stick my tool in here. I don't want to make it too big, so I'm just going to kind of keep my tool close to the hoop and then bring it down. Now, if you want to make your R where this part is actually heading down, I mean, you can do that as well. I just like to keep mine like this. I mean, that's you know, my choice. Then I'm going to take my tool again, put it on the side here, and then straighten my wire out again. Now I have my BR. Oops, get my tool out of the way. Then I'm going to take my tool again, stick it there on the wire, pull the wire back up to make my eye, stick it in. I'm going to bend my wire over just a little bit. Okay, so I used my plier to bend the wire over to the left. Just a slight bend in the wire. I'm going to take my little tool here and stick it in here, and then bring my wire up over it as such. Give you a look here. And then bring it around, go behind, bring it up, and then just kind of give it a little bit of a bend. And then I'll take the tool, use it to straighten the wire back straight down. Then I have my little, what I say is my little dot above my eye, even though it's not separated, obviously. Then I go back to my needle nose, straighten that wire back out so that it comes out like that. So I have my BRI. I'm going to go back to my circle making tool and stick that in. And then I'm going to create my D, just bringing the wire over it wrapping it around. I'm sorry, I'm all upside down and discombobulated here. And then basically I have the beginning of my D. Hopefully you can see this. I'm trying to look and make sure you can. And then I'm just going to take my tool and kind of judge. Again, I do a lot of eyeballing. So I'm going to put my tool here. I'm going to actually bend my wire to the back side of the D so that so that instead of coming to the front like it did on the B, it's going behind it. Hope you can see that. Then I'm going to stick my needle nose in there again to straighten out the wire. I promise I will be getting a better setup here soon. And then I have, you know, the wire straightened out to the side there. Take my tool again, keep it close to the letter, and I'm just going to bring it up just a little bit over here. Take this tool, just kind of put it on here and look at my markings to bring around, loop it around to make the E. Once I get the loop, then I'll use the tool just to kind of hold the wire in place to finish the E. Now, with something like this, I'm not going to make like a circle or part of a circle or whatever. I'm just going to do some fun little designs beside it, and I might even just kind of bring this up a little bit. Take one of my circle making tools. Now, this will be interesting because I'm actually left-handed, so I'm going to bring this tool around. Again, I apologize if I'm not getting all this on the camera. And just make like a little circle here. Bring this up around. Like I said, you can use your fingers to kind of bend it some and just make a fun, just a fun little design. I mean, it's nothing real detailed, just a fun design. Put your tool back in there and go ahead and, you know, bring it up here if you want. Now, you can make more hoops if you want, or if you want to just cut it off at this point and say, hey, I'm done. You can do that, and then just take your wire cutters, place it in there. If you want to leave the little hoop open a little bit, that's awesome. You can do that. On this side of what I want to try to attempt to do, and I haven't done this for a while, so bear with me, is to make a heart. So I am going to put my tool in here, and this is the this would be for the actually I'm going to turn it around like that. Alright, so I have my little hoop here, got the tool, and just going to bring it around a little bit. Okay, going to use my hands a little bit, put my tool back in here. I'm going to kind of bring this is going to go towards the bottom. I'm going to bring this tool around and bring what I actually created in wire right here. So I have a little bit of a heart. And again, you know, you can manipulate it to be wherever it is you want it to be. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then to finish it off, I'm just going to go ahead and make a little loop. Now once again, whoops, sorry. It's like I'm kind of manipulating it a little bit there. I guess these are handmade, so when you're trying to do something handmade, no two are going to be identical. They just aren't. I don't care what you do to try to make them be. They just aren't gonna. Okay, and then if you want to do it up a little bit higher, you can, or just kind of swing it around on your tool. You can manipulate it a little bit if you want to give it some actual, you know, curvature, some design, or you could leave the heart off. I mean, this is kind of getting it out of shape, but you know, make the heart however you want it want it to be. It's just kind of like playing with it a little bit. And then if you want to go ahead and cut it off, you can do that. Have it like this, and then maybe even swing it back over this way to kind of give it some more interest. You can do that. But there you go. Then you just have a cute little wire design. This says Bride. Sorry if I'm again trying to see the camera, if I'm even getting it in the camera. And there you go. You know, the wire really is just, it's up to you to make the bends, the moves, however you want to make it. The tools that you want to use, you can use household items. If you don't have some of the pliers and tools like to manipulate your wire around, you know, you don't have to. Grab a pencil. And if you want something like that, just grab a pencil. If you want to go ahead and make it into an ornament, you can do that by, you know, maybe picking apart. You know, you could put your string through here if you wanted to. If you wanted to put it through the eye in Bride, you know, you can do that. I would recommend, though, tying it on like we did in the past, on the past ornament, is tying it with a knot on the initial letter or design that you decide to hook it to. I would double knot it just to make sure the knot stays in it. Sorry, this is kind of hard to see. Everybody knows how to make a knot, I hope. Once again, I am using Baker's Twine, and it's kind of a Christmassy theme with some red, pink, and white in it. Okay, so I have it tied on there, and then I'm just going to do like I did before and do a knot up here. And then if you want to cut off the tail, or some of the tail, I wouldn't say all the tail, then you can do that. And then you have just, you know, cute little wire ornament, you know, for the tree or whatnot, or just like a special little extra gift to tie on a package. Alright, there you go. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for stopping by, and stay tuned for my next video.